365 Sports.
I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you before the season even started that Darren DeVries was the wrong hire. I said this back when the hire was made, that he wasn't ready for Big Ten basketball, that he couldn't get the guys for Big Ten basketball. I don't want to say I was right. I don't want to say I told you so. There's still season left. But after the 2 games we saw this week, since we last saw you, it's a little difficult to say that I didn't tell you so. So when it all comes crumbling down, you can say you heard it here first. If he does great, that's fine. I'll come back and say I was wrong and I'm sorry. The problem is that Indiana basketball has a reputation that the coaches that you want to hire, it's too much pressure and the kind of thing that they don't want. And the coaches that it's their dream job, they're not ready for what's coming. So you're left with a dichotomy. Well, I'm Kevin. Liam is out because he's, working on school and starting his semester up strong, and I'm all for that as his dad. We are 365 Sports Indiana, although change is coming. Happy to present 365 Sports Indiana for the 365 Sports Network. This episode, we will discuss the last 2 losses by the Hoosier basketball team and where we think their season will go from here. It doesn't get any easier with Michigan lurking next week. So, here we go all in. You can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at 365 Sports Indiana. And don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. I told you a change is coming. More on that in just a little bit. Let's first take a look at the Nebraska game. IU was leading the game by 16 early in the second half. To lead by that much against that team at home and not come out with a win is very, very disappointing. It all comes down to training, and Farmhounds can help you train your puppies with healthy treats like at Country Mountain Dogs. Click the link in the description for more on that. Lamar Wilkerson had 32 points, leading the way again for the Hoosiers, including 5 3-point made baskets. Tucker DeVries had 17. Reed Bailey 1 rebound away from a double-double with 10 and 9 rebounds. Open goal rebounder and goal setup can help you with this cool little thing they have for the backyard where the ball will always come back to you. Click the link in the description for more on that. Nebraska, heartbreaking loss to lead by that much and not come away with it. Then you got to go to Michigan State. The great Tom Izzo and that crazy fan base. Great start. They played great, IU did, up until about 5 minutes left in the first half. Lamar Wilkerson tried his very best early in the second half, but then the Hoosiers went on a 19-0 run. Sorry, Michigan State went on a 19-0 run. The Hoosiers did not score for 7 minutes. And that pretty much put the game away. Joi Baby Sleep Sacks can help you put your little one away for the night. Click the link in the description for more on that. There was one player, only one player for the Indiana Hoosiers basketball team with more than 10 points, and that was Lamar Wilkerson. Are we shocked? No. Are we shocked that there were not more? Yes. He had 19, but the reason there weren't more was because there was complete foul trouble. If you watch our podcast, I get on the refs. They were right. They were right. There may be even some calls that should have been called for Michigan State that weren't. Connor Enright and Reed Bailey both fouled out of the game. It was just a mess. And like I said at the top, these players and this coach, I don't believe, were made or are ready for the Big Ten play. By that I mean they beat Washington. It's a good sign, but they're not ready for the upper echelon of the Big Ten, and most of the upper echelon is in that top 25. So if you want to get yourself into that, and which is what you should want to do anyway, they're not ready. They're not prepared. You got to do better. I don't know what it's going to take at this point other than just another season. But that's what I said at the beginning of the season. You did a lateral coaching move. You didn't get rid of Woodson in time. You missed out on Dusty May, which would have been incredible to bring him back into the Indiana fold and all the success that he's been having. You say, well, he came from a mid-major as well. Yes, but he took his mid-major to the Final Four in FAU. Darren DeVries had success at Drake, but then he got into a Power Four conference and he had the same exact record in the 1 year last year as Woodson did. Woodson got fired, and you hired a guy who had the same exact record. You're going to say, well, his son, Tucker DeVries, was injured. Yeah, sure. But if you're going to have that big of a drop-off due to one injury and you're playing daddy ball, that's a bad thing. Well, that's all the time I've got for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully Liam will be back. We got our Keep the Pace episode, look at the Pacers, and then we'll finish off the week with our look at the divisional round of the playoffs in our Unstable Pick 6, which is named that, but it's actually the Unstable Pick 4 this week, because only 4 games this week in the divisional round. Well, I'm Kevin. He's Liam, wherever he is, and we are reminding you to stay 365 Sports. Indiana changes coming.
365 Sports.